What's going on, everybody? You got the Raging Rob here. You see what's happening in Spain right now? You see what's happening? You see what's happening? This isn't about, oh, they don't have the Second Amendment. They don't have, citizens don't have guns or yada, yada, yada. Well, let's, I just watched a video from Nick Fuentes. He was right. Now, me and Nick don't agree with everything, but we agree with a lot. I don't agree with the whole Charlottesville shit and whatever. But he was right. He was right. The only way to stop this crap is nationalism. Morocco has now gotten friendly with Israel, is what I'm hearing. They're one of 4 Muslim-majority countries in that region, Africa, the Middle East, that have recognized Israel as a state. I won't recognize Israel as a state, okay? It's stolen land. They're genocide against Palestine and Gaza, and now they're taking, they want to take over Lebanon, and they want to take over Syria, and they want to take over Jordan, okay? And Iran's pissed at them, and Iran and Israel going at it, and then we back Israel. You see, World War III is unfolding right before us, okay? And you MAGA red hats don't even realize it. You're so brainwashed by Donald Trump that red hat poison has got to your brain, and you don't see beyond your little red hat or beyond your box or whatever it is or what's really going on. Since humanity existed, there's been takeovers, empire changes, constitution changes, constitutions rewritten, whatever. How do you pronounce this town in Spain? Ceuta or whatever, C-U-E-T-A, Ceuta, Spain. If you look at it on a map, it's right there at it's like an enclave of Northern Africa. It's where Northern Africa stops, and you got the Strait of Gibraltar, the Mediterranean Seas right there, and then you got the rest of Spain. Now, Spain conquered this little piece of land in 1410, 1402, or whatever the hell it was, back in the 14th century. They conquered it from Morocco. And Morocco wants it back, right? Well, you got 49,000 of these savages coming in within the last day and a half. And allegedly, there's another 60,000 on the way. Ceuta, Spain, if I pronounce it right, is only a population of fucking 84,000. It's just a little bit bigger than the town that I live in, Daytona Beach, Florida, which is a population of about 75,000. And my town is right on the ocean, so it's open for anything out there, any ship that can come from whatever country and just land right there. My condo is right on the fucking ocean. I could literally watch them come in, like, from my balcony, okay? Like the movie Invasion USA, watch them come in from my fucking balcony, from whatever country that's out there, okay? We need nationalism. Okay, that's what we need. I don't want to sound like Jake Lang. He's a bigot. I'm all for immigration. I'm all for the freedom of religion. I got friends that are Muslim. Okay? But we have got to have some kind of policy, okay, some kind of, how do I say this? Process for these people coming in. Okay? I'm not a Trump supporter. I used to be. But Trump has done some good things. Okay? Don't get me wrong. I think Trump's a liar lately. The border wall, make Mexico pay for it, blah, 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 blah. But Trump has done a lot of things. The border has been more secure than it probably ever has been. That's one good thing about him. But he's lied about other things. I've caught him in a lot of lies. But if you think Trump is looking out for you, he's not. He's looking out for his own ass. He's looking out for his he's like a dictator that wants to have his own dictatorship. And his following, his cult following, okay? I knew this because I used to be a MAGA. He's not setting up a country against the New World Order. He's setting up a country for himself. Sort of like what Adolf Hitler did. Okay? Sort of like what Kim Jong-un is doing. But we need some nationalism. Okay? We've got to take care of our own. Because if we don't, we're going to have parasites coming in from the thousands. And you see what's going on in Spain right now. Their left-wing president government, okay, and their left-wing policies did this. All right? This is what happens when you have open borders. So right now, if Spain was smart, they would have 5 battleships down there in the Strait of Gibraltar, sealing off Ceuta. And if those fuckers try to go to the mainland, on their little boats that they hijack from Ceuta, you know what's going to happen from there. I'm not going to say it because I don't want my video flagged as threatening or whatever. But you get what I'm saying. If Spain was smart, they would cut off Ceuta to the mainland. Say, we got an issue, people. God bless the Italian president for closing her border to Spain. Please close your border to Morocco as well. Marco Rubio needs to close the border. Any flights coming in from Morocco and Spain. Period. No visas. Temporarily. Until they figure this shit out. Okay? When you don't have any protection, I'm just going to be straight up honest. I'm not trying to be threatening or whatever. But they need to have 5 battleships down at the Strait of Gibraltar and just open fire on these fuckers if they come across that fucking sea, the Mediterranean Sea, to the mainland. Send them back. And that's exactly what needs to happen at these fucking... You see these mobs taking over these malls, over these jewelry stores, and they're not coming in 1-2, breaking in 1-2 at a time. You see these videos, going into Walmart, 30, 40, 50, 60, grabbing whatever they can in 90 seconds and they're out the door. That happens in jewelry stores. 90 seconds, they're in and out, grabbing $1 million worth of merchandise, 50 of them at a time. Stand there at your door with this 12-gauge shotgun and shoot the first couple of them, and the rest of them might retreat. Or you keep blasting. Whatever. This is why we need AR-15s and high-capacity magazines. This is why. And if Spain was smart and it had a Second Amendment, their version of, their Second Amendment, this probably wouldn't be an issue. Okay? But we got to look out for our own, because bad policies, like Morocco sucking Israel's dick, okay, and Trump is no genius either. He's got some bad policies. He should seal off Israel completely. First off, I don't recognize an Israeli state, and I will not recognize an Israeli state. Okay? It just seems kind of coincidental that Morocco and Israel were going at it. What? They're fighting one another. Spain was, Spain was recognizing a Palestinian genocide. Israel and Morocco didn't like that. And now look what happens. Benjamin Netanyahu, it all has an Israel connection. Benjamin Netanyahu is responsible for what's happening in Spain right now. This is what happens when you go against Israel. The same thing, we've seen the same thing happen during COVID. There was the president of Haiti that said, hey, I don't want these shit vaccines in my country. I'm not going to allow it. And guess what happened to the president of Haiti? You had a prime minister in Japan say, hey, I want these vaccines in my country. Assassinated. This isn't about 50, 60,000 invaders coming in at once. It's orchestrated is what it is. It's fucking orchestrated. Okay? It's orchestrated. And Spain needs to do a better job and be a nationalist country sticking out for their own. Nationalism works when it's done right. And the same thing to these jewelry store owners and these mall securities or whatever. Nationalism. You mean to tell me these, I'm going to call them what they are. I'm not going to say the N-word, but, but savages, parasites coming in these jewelry stores, mall, 60, 70 at a time. These teen takeovers. You mean to tell me these are not orchestrated? These are orchestrated. Who's paying them? Somebody up here to orchestrate these fucking things. Okay? You got to say no to these people. You got to say no to these people. Keep them in their own part of the world. Okay? Where they can have their own shithole country. Spain, your country's going to fall if you don't get it together. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, I'm Raging Rob. I'm out of here.